If you want to see narrative whiplash, watch a 10-minute block of children's television. 1 minute, you are looking at a quiet patch of dirt, and 30 seconds later, you are standing on the deck of a pirate ship. Writers in this medium face a distinct challenge. They need to deliver a coherent lesson, but they have to do it in a universe where the physical rules of reality can be rewritten between commercial breaks. A specific episode of the Indian animated series Motu Patlu offers a clear look at how to solve this pacing problem. Look at this diagram of the episode's structure. The leaf represents natural conflicts, and the gear represents technological chaos. Problems handled through the natural side reach a stable equilibrium, but problems handled through the mechanical side result in jagged lines of escalating trouble. These jarring pivots aren't random writing. They are a calculated framework, forcing the characters to test two completely different ways of solving a problem in a very short amount of time. The episode begins with a grounded problem. Motu and Patlu have grown a successful crop of carrots, and someone is eating them straight out of the dirt. Motu's first instinct is pure escalation. He builds a scarecrow, demands CCTV cameras, and eventually rigs a trap to catch the thief by force. But when they finally catch their thief, a local rabbit, the plot stops. The rabbit explains he isn't stealing for fun. The protagonists built their farm on his natural habitat, and he simply has a family to feed. Faced with this, the heroes drop the aggressive tactics. They pivot to empathy, formally giving a dedicated corner of their field to the rabbit and his family. By choosing a conversation over a cage, the agricultural conflict ends instantly. In this story, resource disputes evaporate the moment characters choose to share their space. But with 5 minutes left, the genre shifts. They trade household junk for a magical telescope, accidentally pulling a sea pirate named Captain Crook out of the lens and into the town square. Crook is the opposite of the rabbit. He doesn't need to eat. He simply wants to loot a jewelry store. He represents pure greed. The town's standard authority, Inspector Chingam, attempts to arrest the pirate. He fails instantly, proving that conventional law enforcement cannot contain a supernatural threat. Enter Dr. Jatka, who offers a technological quick fix, a time machine to banish the pirate. This impossible control panel shows the trap of this thinking. It offers an easy answer that doesn't require anyone to address the pirate's behavior. Rather than taking a moment to learn how this complex tool works, Motu panics and impulsively mashes a button on the console. The machine reverses. Instead of sending one pirate away, the timeline fractures and spits out Captain Crook's entire seafaring crew into the present day. By mashing the buttons, Motu transforms a single intruder into an invading army. The attempt to skip the conflict with a shortcut backfired, scaling the threat up to an impossible level. This leaves us with our final image: two small figures completely engulfed by a massive mob of pirates they accidentally summoned. We can map these outcomes on a flowchart. The farm storyline, handled through listening, forms a clean, closed circle. The pirate storyline, handled with a magic button, fractures into dozens of new problems. The audience is left with a specific structural lesson. Natural, community-level friction can be solved through shared spaces and direct communication. But greed and supernatural threats have no magic off switch. Treating a complex issue with an aggressive quick fix usually just creates 10 more issues. The episode concludes with the carrot farm at peace and the town square in shambles. In this world, listening to the rabbit provides a clean ending, while grabbing for a magic remote ensures there will always be another problem to solve.